Hey there, folks. Let's talk about money, specifically the kind that makes the world go round the US dollar. For decades, the dollar has been the big cheese, the head honcho, the top dog of global currencies. This wasn't always the case, though. It all started after World War II with something called the Bretton Woods Agreement. Think of it as a global financial summit where everyone was hungover from dealing with, the war. They decided to make the dollar the world's reserve currency. It was linked to gold, which made everyone feel a bit more secure. But like a bad Tinder date, that relationship didn't last. In 1971, the US ditched the gold standard. Shocking, I know. Despite this, the dollar held on to its crown. Countries still used it for trade, and central banks hoarded it like it was going out of style. This gave the US a sweet deal. They could borrow money at low rates and print more dollars when they needed them. It's like having an unlimited credit card, except everyone else pays the interest. But hold your horses, because things might be changing. A new kid on the block is looking to shake things up: the BRICS nations. You've got Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They're like the varsity team of emerging economies, and they're not thrilled with the dollar's dominance. China, in particular, is tired of playing second fiddle. Their currency, the yuan, is becoming increasingly popular in international trade. Think about it. China is the world's factory, churning out everything from iPhones to those tiny umbrellas for your cocktails. They're also gobbling up resources like nobody's business. So it makes sense that they want to trade in their own currency. Plus, with all the political drama surrounding the dollar, countries are looking for alternatives. Enter the BRICS currency, a potential rival to the dollar's throne. Now, the details of this new currency are still a bit hazy. Will it have a fixed exchange rate or something more flexible? It's like trying to nail jelly to a wall. Nobody really knows how it's going to work. But the fact that they're even considering it is a sign of the times. So how do you predict the rise and fall of currencies? Well, you could consult a psychic, or you could do what some clever physicists did and use a spin model. Now, before you click away, this isn't as complicated as it sounds. Basically, they took data from global trade and treated currencies like opinions. Countries were more likely to trade with each other if they shared the same currency opinion. It's like that old saying, birds of a feather flock together, but with money. The model's results were pretty interesting. By 2020, it predicted that a whopping 60% of countries would prefer to use a BRICS currency. The dollar and the euro were left in the dust, trailing behind like they were stuck in traffic. Of course, this is just a model and it has its limitations. For starters, it doesn't account for all the messy political and economic factors that influence currency markets. Plus, the BRICS currency doesn't even exist yet. It's like predicting the winner of a race before the horses have even left the starting gate. And so, what does the future hold for the US dollar? Is it destined to go the way of the dinosaurs, replaced by a shiny new BRICS currency? Well, it's not that simple. The dollar still has a few tricks up its sleeve. It's the most trusted currency in the world, and it's backed by the world's largest economy, for now at least. Plus, the US has a way of throwing its weight around to get what it wants. But the writing is on the wall. The world is moving towards a multipolar currency system where multiple currencies share the stage. This means the dollar will have to share its power with other currencies like the yuan and potentially a BRICS currency. Is this a good thing? Well, that's a topic for another day. Until then, keep an eye on those BRICS nations, folks. They might just be the ones to rewrite the rules of the global financial game.